Hi everyone, Lorraine Vachon here. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator here in Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. And today we're going to play with the nice bundle, the All Squared Away bundle. I just love it. We're going to make a fun full card. And we're also going to make an envelope because I noticed that when I made the fun full card, it didn't fit in the envelope anymore. And I wanted to show you a quick and easy way to make an envelope. So let me just switch my camera so I can film my work surface and you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you guys can see all of my work surface. And here's everything we're going to do. And we're going to use this gorgeous paper to make an envelope. Can you believe it? I'm going to use this to make an envelope, but the envelopes are so gorgeous, I just have to do it. So usually I don't show you what I'm doing ahead of time, but I will this time so that there's a method to my madness. So this is the card and the envelope that I'm going to make. I'm using different paper and it is a fun fold. So when I pull this, then this happens, right? So you open the card like this and the envelope, because of this here, it's just too big. It doesn't fit in a normal envelope. So we're going to make an envelope like this. And this way there's room for that little tag so that it fits in there. And isn't this a gorgeous envelope? And there's just enough room, or you can put a tag here. I have these tags here, and I just rip one off and I put it there, and then I put my address tag right there. So this is what we'll be making today. And why don't we get started? I think maybe I don't have everything that I need here. I did go ahead and cut some things in my cutter ahead of time. Oh yes, and I did make this, so I won't have to, it won't take as long as it usually takes when you're starting from scratch. So just to start, here is my card base, and it is, just want to make sure I have this. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. So it gives me a normal size card base. This is what we'll be playing with today. It's the All Squared Away. It's the All Squared Away stamp set. It's the bundle. So these are the stamps, and they are red rubber stamps, and there are these dies here, and I love these dies. I think they're so pretty, and there's so much that we can do with this. So for each of these squares, which is a flower, you get a kind of another piece that you can cut out, and you could just put up in with a dimensional there, and this one's this guy here, and these three ones are this guy here, right? Like that. And we're kind of sort of this way. I can't remember which way it is. I don't know. Anyway, it goes there. And then we have these two. One goes here and one goes here. The smaller one goes here. So really, really cute. When I saw this in the catalog, I just fell in love with it, and I just wanted to play with it. And I love these full stamps also. So here's what we'll do. This is the inside, and why don't I put a greeting on there? So I just want to see what I have. And it's going to be the best things about today is you. Good things grow just like our friendship. That's kind of cute. You are so worth celebrating. I love this. You are so worth celebrating. So it should, I think this card will be happiest of birthdays. And then inside, you are so worth celebrating. So this one's just happy birthday. And so these are from another stamp set, but I think that's what I'm going to use. On the outside, happiest of birthdays to you. And on here, it'll be, you are so worth celebrating. So why don't I start by stamping you are so worth celebrating, this guy, and like that. And I'm going to be using black, Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Just want to make sure that it's all inked up evenly. And I'm just going to put this, I'm going to align it on my grid paper just so that it's straight, right, like that. And I'm going to just kind of line it up, kind of in the middle, like that. And yeah, that looks like it's in the middle. And I'm going to glue it on the inside of my card right away. I haven't made this in a long time, so I hope I'm going to get it straight. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, and just put that in the middle, leaving a little 1/8 of an inch border all around. Okay, now this is going to be my front like this. Oh yeah, I do need, and I'm just going to put this here so that I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to glue this onto this right away. Oh, it's a shame that I'm covering up this beautiful piece with the gold, but that's not what I need right now. I need something with this new polished pink. Just going to see if I can see myself here recording. Kind of scares me a bit when I can't see it recording, and I'm wondering if I have to start over. But I think I should be okay. Yeah, it says that I'm live. Yeah, okay, so good. Just going to put this aside. Now, the next piece that I need to do is I need to put this here, and there is a little, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a little, a long opening, and you can make that long opening with some die cuts, a label die cut that's kind of, and I'm going to just see if I can I have anything that's here. If I have anything close by that I can show you. But I know there's tons in a lot of them. It's a long, skinny one because it has to be about the size of this opening here. And this is what I'm using. It's a punch that's not available anymore, but it's a great punch for this because all you have to do is you have to fit it in like that. You put it to the end. And once it's punched out, I'll let you know how far away from the side your label has to be. So see this label, there's tons of labels in a lot of the dies that we have that are about this size. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be even on both sides, and I'm pushing on this label maker. And if we take a ruler, this is about 1.5 inches from here to here. So what you would do is you would put your die like this, your label die right there, here, and then you punch it, and then you come back, and you would finish your card. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fit this piece, which is the long piece. And how I made this is I used one of our punches that is used to make bookmarks. So the punch I have here is this guy, and it's still in our catalog. So it's this punch here. It's a great punch, and I think it's yeah, it's 6 inches long, and this is 6 by 2 if I remember correctly. So this is 6 by 2 inches, and I punched this out, and I scored at 2 and 2 1/4. 2 score lines because I want to have this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. Okay, I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to pull here. But what I want to do is I want to, and I'm basing it on here. All I want here is about 1/8 of an inch before it starts curving. Okay, like this. There's about 1/8 of an inch here before it starts curving. I want to have it here. So I'm just going to put this here. And here are my other pieces. Okay, and I've stamped this already. So this is for the outside, which I will glue onto this. Okay, and what I could do is I could also cut because it's not that even. So I could cut it, and then I would glue this onto here. And this piece here, these two pieces here, are for the inside. So what I have here is a square that is 2.5 by 2.5, and I have a white piece here that is 2.25 by 2.25, and I stamped this image here from the stamp set onto it. Now what I'm going to do here is I am going to cut it because I'm not even, and I'd rather have it cut so I could position it evenly in the middle of my fresh freesia, because that's fresh freesia cardstock, my 2.5 by 2.5 cardstock. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll get this done. Okay, then I'm going to glue this onto here, and I'm going to try to get it in the middle. So I'm going to use my liquid glue and just put glue all around here. Just going to try to spread that so it doesn't ooze out on the side. And I'm going to position it here in the middle. There we go, like that. So it's kind of even. I think it's even. Then what I'll do is I will, and I made a whole bunch of these cards too, which I think they're all in envelopes. And so I'm not sure, did I raise this? I'll just check and on my other cards. So here are the other cards that I made. See this one? So I didn't rise them. I just rose the little flower that goes on top. So here I have another card. So that's what I did, is I glued this onto here, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be pretty. So I'm going to put some glue here, just at strategic places. I don't want to have the glue ooze out like that. Here we go. I'm still trying to remember how the mechanism works, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I'm just going to position that on top. Perfect. I'm going to, this is for my greeting, and I'm going to use these, and I have another one lying around here somewhere. So I have this, and maybe I just have one. No, it's over here. It's hiding. Okay, so I'm going to put these on some dimensionals, so I'm going to cut some smaller ones, and so that they can fit there. Here we go. So I'm just going to pick them up here, and so I'm going to put them, that one's too thick. So this one goes here, and maybe I'll switch this guy like this, and this guy here, that'll work. And these are wide enough like that. Okay, so I don't need them everywhere. Well, maybe I do. Okay, so I'll just get another one here and a skinny one here. Oops. Skinny one here. And I'll just put it here. Like that. And this guy here like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to take the backings off, and I'm going to put them over my image. Maybe I'll just try to pick them off like that. There we go. And here, so I have a purple one on the pink, just like that. And the smaller one, there we go. And it's glued onto my nail. Try to unglue it. Okay, and then I'll just put it here, like that. That. There we go. And that goes on the front of the card. And it goes on the front of the card, and it's the second thing that I put on. I'll do my sentiment first. And the sentiment was happiest of birthdays to you. again with the black memento ink. I think it'll pop. There we go. We try to align with the grid paper and then stamp this in the middle. There we go. Okay, now this goes onto this here. So let me glue this onto there. And it's the inside. Not the inside of the card, but the inside of the little window that when you pull on the tab, it opens up. So this is going to be the inside here. Okay, so to do so, just trying to see. Okay, so to do so, I need to put this like this here. Okay, and sorry about that. My earphones just turned off for no reason. Okay, so this is how I want it. Push it maybe a little bit in like this. Then I think I'm aligning it. No, the first thing I'm doing is, no, that's not how it goes. This has to go like this. And this is what I'm putting here. I'm just going to leave just a little space, and I'm gluing this right here, the whole thing. So here we go. Again, it's been like 3 weeks since I've done this, 4 weeks to be exact. And, oh, I think I have too much. No, I'm perfect. Okay, so I have this here, and this is how it goes. And this piece here needs to go right here. Okay, and to do that, I think I used some, I don't think it's liquid glue. I think it's, no, it is liquid glue. Okay. So, but I have to wait till it's really dry before I pull on it, or else it might just backfire on me. Okay, so next is this. I need to position here to the side here, and I have to center it, right? So this looks like it's kind of sort of centered here. And then I just leave it like that until the glue kind of sort of dries. Okay, just want to, there. Okay, and then I need to, so this will move like this, but this won't move. So if I pull this, so what I have to do now is I have to glue this piece down. Okay, so what I'm going to do for that is, I really want it to stay. I'm going to use my Super Duper, this guy, Stampin' Seal Plus, and I am going to go here, and I'm going to really go like that, up until the edge, right there. I'm going to, there, like that. Okay, so I need to come back here. I said that I wanted not very much to play with here, maybe 1/8 of an inch. Maybe I want it pushed here. This here is, I want 1/8 of an inch. Then I'm going to push this down like that and cross our fingers. And I think I have too much glue here. I've got some dry glue there. I'm going to just take it off with my eraser, and it gives it a little bit more time for it to dry. Here we go. Okay, so the other thing is the measurements for this, I'll put them on the post. Not the measurements, but I'll give you a link to my website so that you can pick up the measurements. All I need here is a little piece of ribbon. So I will get the polished pink open weave ribbon. I think this is what it's called, the open weave ribbon. I don't want much, but I do want some. And I'm going to have to cut off a piece, and that's okay. So I think it goes like this, and like this. Oops, like this. There you go, like this. And this is what happens. This is it, like that. And I will just, non, j'oublierai pas. Sorry about that. Wait, and I'll just put dimensionals right there. And I will just do it like this. Okay, so I have to be careful here because I don't want my mechanism to get stuck. So I'm just going to put a long one right there, here. And that's why I'm putting it on dimensionals. So I'm going to put, I don't want this to be moving around. I can't put much. I guess I could, but I'm okay. I think I'll put one there and one there, and I should be good to go. So I could even put a strip, I think. I kind of feel like I shouldn't be doing this. I kind of feel like I've done this and it wasn't the right thing to do. But if it isn't, I'll take it off. Okay, so if I put this on this card and then I go like this, I'm fine. Okay, so this is what the mechanism does. Isn't that cool? Okay, so now I'm just going to take my pieces away. And like that. And I'll be ready to attach this to the front of my card. Aren't these colors pretty? So this is Fresh Freesia. These are our new in colors that just came out this year. Ooh, I'm not. Okay, I was told, you guys, you should do it on the horizontal because there's a bigger piece here that you can really, it's easier to align to, and then there's a bigger piece that's aligned to it. There we go. This is the card. Isn't this pretty? All done with all squared away. Just love, love, love this stamp set. It's so versatile. There's so many things you can do. And there we go. So the next thing to do is to do the envelope. Just wanted to show you how easy it is to do an envelope. So what you do is you get your card and you see like this. Okay, so all you have to do is you go like this and you go, okay, this looks like it's good. My card fits here. And you just do this, like this. Okay, and then you go, okay, so now I have my folds. I probably want it here. That means I need this to fold over. So I'm going to burnish these marks because I know that my card fits like that. Just trying to get it straight, right? Like that. Like this. Okay. And this looks good. Now, the next thing is I'll probably want to fold it here. Okay, so I'm just going to put kind of sort of a mark where I want to fold it, and then I just align. And I have to tell you that I tried this with a piece of 8.5 by 11 just plain paper. And the reason I did is because I didn't want to mess this up, right? So I just did it with plain 8.5 by 11 paper, and then I knew that these dimensions worked for this card. Okay, so that's what I did. And here, so this is kind of sort of, oh, let me just put this here. Yeah, so I'm going to move this here so I know that it's about here. See, no measurements needed, right? And again, just want to make sure like that. No measurements needed at all. Then I have, all I need is this piece and this piece. This is coming over, so these pieces I don't need, so I'm going to cut them off. So I'm going to, and if you've made envelopes or boxes, you know that these pieces you cut off, right? You don't need them, right? So this is my trick. It's Really easy. And like I said, I had made one with just a plain white computer paper. Well, exactly, it's not a plain white because the computer paper that I used computer paper for presentations. So it's kind of sort of thicker and it's also a bit shiny, right? And I did make one like this once that I was sure of the measurements. Okay, so I have this and I'm good. And if I go like this, I'm going to glue this flap there, right? And I should be okay. Now I need to get rid of these corners here also. Okay, like this and like this. Okay. Okay, and the next thing is I like rounded corners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to round these corners here with my punch, and this is the trio punch, and this is the number 146320. If this is something that interests you, you get 3 types of things. You have a little hole here, you have a little half flower, and you also have, it rounds out your corners. So when you use it, you enter your paper so that it's square here and here, and you press in the middle, and this is what it gives you, a nice rounded edge. Here we go, like this. Then again, there we go. And you could do it for the bottom too. Oh, I did it on the wrong side, but that's okay because that looks cute if I do it like that. I was supposed to do it on the top, but I'll do it on the side too. It's kind of just fancy if I do it this way, which is okay. It's okay to be fancy sometimes. No, I won't do it there, but I will do it here and here like this. And it's again squared away there and there, and here we go. Okay, so now next thing to do is I need to glue this down. Okay, so I can use the normal glue or I can use the double-sided glue, which is right here. And to do so, I'll just put it, and it's the tear and tape, right? So all you have to do is you position it here and you tear it, right? So I've got that. You do the same thing here and you look at what looks better, this or this. And I think either or, but I think this kind of works better for my head, for for me. I think I don't know. I think it looks better that way. So again, tear and tape. And I'm going to put some tear and tape up here because when I close my flap, I want to be able to mail it. And that means I need tear and tape here, which I won't take off here, only when I'm ready to mail it. And I'm going to put some here on along the side here also. Okay, so this, like I said, this I won't take off here. And if I were to give this envelope to someone, here I wouldn't be tearing, I'd be cutting with my scissors. Okay, so here we go. Let's take this off because we need to glue the sides first before we glue the bottom. Do it like this, poof, it's all ready to go. I'm going to do it here also, the bottom. And there we go, all ready to go. And let's do the test. So with my little ribbon, I'll put it inside. And there we go. We have an envelope for our card. And like, see, I can see that it's a bit over. So I'll just trim off the excess. And there we are. There we go. We have a beautiful envelope for our beautiful card. And that's it for me. Thanks.